Hello, I'm Dr. D, and we're going to talk about lab safety in this video and a series of videos. In the School of Science and Mathematics and the Department of Chemistry and Biochemistry, most concerned about providing you with a safe environment in which to learn science, and in our department particularly to learn the practice of chemistry. There are policies that you're responsible for following, and we as instructors are obligated to enforce those policies. So this presentation, as well as the other ones, are designed to educate you on the hazards of working in a chemistry laboratory and give you the knowledge to keep you safe. The chemistry lab includes hazards and risks, and scientists understand the risk involved in the lab and have established a set of laboratory safety practices. So this presentation will summarize the safety rules that scientists follow in the lab in regards to personal protective equipment. We'll be watching other videos that show other parts of lab safety. So personal protective equipment, PPE. It's what is required for you to wear when you work in the laboratory. And so here's all sorts of PPE that we see. There's eye protection, there's hand protection, there's torso protection, leg protection, and foot and ankle protection. So let's go through these. Let's talk about your eyes. You've only been given one set of them, and they're very important to protect. And so people ask about contact lenses, and they're okay to wear, but not in and of themselves. You need to have goggles or safety glasses on over your eyes to protect them. Prescription glasses, same thing. They're great to wear in the lab, but if you notice, I've got my prescription glasses on, but I've got them, on top of them, I've got some safety glasses. The goggles are the best thing to use. They provide full coverage and a complete seal around your eyes. And here's one type of goggles that includes actually a face mask. And there's a seal around the top and the side shields help protect against splashes. There's another type of face shield that you can wear with a ball cap. Once again, you got a seal at the top and side shields along the side to help protect you against splashes. So once anyone starts an experiment, everyone must wear safety glasses and your lab coats until they exit the lab. Best thing to do is if you're bringing them in from the outside, go ahead and have your safety glasses on. We'll also be talking about eye washes and face wash in this video. So let's watch this short video.
Oh, it's cold.
You're going to do it for 15 minutes.
How long?
15 minutes.
No way.
Yeah.
No.
Keep your face out. You got to roll it all out.
Wish I wore my safety glasses.
Make sure your eyes are open. Sometimes you'll keep your fingers if you need to.
So you just came out of 15 minutes in the eye wash. How do you feel?
Wet. But otherwise okay.
How are your eyes?
They're all right.
Did it hurt?
No, it didn't hurt. It was just cold, and it really helped having people here telling me what to do.
All right, looks like 15 minutes are up. How about we change clothes and go down to the clinic? Go see the doctor.
All right.
So I hope that video gave you an understanding of why you want to have your safety glasses on all the time, so you aren't put in that position and having to rinse your eyes out. And that was a dramatization. The person was very lucky in that their eyes weren't damaged. Acids are very bad to get in your eyes. Bases are even worse to get in your eyes. part of PPE is also, if you got long hair, which I don't, of course, is to tie it back before entering the lab, and also make sure you're not wearing dangling jewelry. There's an awful accident that's happened in 2011 to a Yale physics student, Michelle Defoe. She was in a machine shop in an accident, and if she had her hair tied back, that would have been prevented. She was killed in that accident. So ladies and gentlemen, if you have long hair, make sure you tie it back so it doesn't get dangled into beaker of acid or catch fire if you're using a burner or flame. Foot protection is very important. Your entire foot and your ankles have to be covered with socks. So sandals, flip-flops, Crocs, open-toed and open-top, like ballet flat shoes, and canvas shoes such as Toms are not appropriate. These will not adequately protect your feet. So be smart about the shoes that you elect to wear to lab. And so you can see three different set of legs here with feet, and shoes are not on them. The slide on the far left person has pants and closed-toe shoes, but this would not be allowed because they're exposed skin. The middle person is out of socks, but it offers minimal protection because the top of your shoes top of your feet aren't protected by shoes. And the option on the far right looks better, but those boots have cuffs on them, and so they could capture a spill and drain into your feet that way. So the best options are sturdy leather footwear that covers the entire foot, or a real sturdy running shoe. And so here's a picture of somebody who has some acid burns on the bottom of their feet, and just imagine the pain that would be. Plus, you become non-ambulatory. You can't walk around, and that's just a bad situation. So the instructor will send you home to change if you do not have the appropriate shoes or the required PPE. And you won't be given extra time to finish the lab. So make sure that you come with the right PPE. Hand protection is very important. There are different types of gloves. We recommend nitrile. We do not bring latex gloves to lab. There are people that are allergic to latex, and that's the reason we want to avoid those. You need to wear gloves of a material known to be resistant to permeation by the substances used. So nitrile is good for most substances that you will encounter in the lab, not everything. Whenever you're using gloves, you need to inspect each glove for any small holes or tears before you use them. When you spill on your glove or tear it, change it immediately and throw gloves away anytime you take them off. There's a sad story about a professor at Dartmouth College, Karen Wetterhahn. She was using dimethylmercury, and she was using latex gloves. Turns out that latex was not resistant to dimethylmercury. It passed through her glove, through her skin, into her blood system, and resulted in her death. You won't be working with poisonous chemicals in the lab, but you need to be building up good habits now. And so the use of gloves is important. So remove your gloves before handling objects, such as doorknobs, telephones, pens, computer keyboards, a pH meter, or any other electronic devices that you have in lab. Might be convenient to have one hand gloved and one hand ungloved to do procedures where those kinds of things are used. And throw away gloves anytime you take them off. And you should expect to use several pairs of gloves in any given lab period. Wash your hands. Always, even after wearing gloves, wash your hands with soap and water before leaving the lab. There's a joke that what kind of people wash their hands before they go to the bathroom? Chemists and automobile mechanics. They have dirty hands, you might have chemicals on your hands. So wash your hands whenever you leave the lab. Long coats, lab coats, long pants, and socks. So all students in the chemistry lab must be wearing long pants that cover your entire leg. Socks must be worn. And you need a knee-length lab coat, not something that comes only down just to the top of your hips, but all the way down. And I can't make my camera show you that, but the young lady in the picture shows you where that lab coat comes all the way down. And so knee-length lab coats are available in the bookstore and elsewhere. So no skin should be showing from your waist down. And when you're done with lab, you need a plastic Ziploc bag that you can put your lab coat in to take with you to prevent contamination in your book bag. So there's a sad story from UCLA. There was a lab fire. Sherry Sanji was using a plastic syringe to transfer butyl lithium, and she was not the correct procedure to be using because this compound is well known to ignite if it comes into contact with air. The syringe plunger dropped out of the syringe, and the reagent ignited, and she died a few days later, a couple weeks later. She was wearing nitrile gloves, but no lab coat. And the students assisting her did not remember to put her in the safety shower. And so it's very sad. So wearing your lab coat gives you an extra layer of protection, not against flames, but also against chemicals. So some other lessons from that UCLA accident. Know the proper procedures for transferring dangerous reagents. Wear your lab coat and safety glasses at all times in the lab. And know where the safety shower and other emergency equipment is located. You may need to be the one who is ready to act when your lab mate is unable to help themselves. As you saw in the video about the eye wash, the gentleman needed assistance to find where that eye wash was. And so that's a little bit about lab safety, and we will talk about eye washes. Show you these real quick, and I'll walk over to this and try to make it. And so there's the eye wash, and pulling it down, and there you see it running. And we'll look at that again in another video. So thanks so much for watching.